Our next agenda item this evening is Miss Amanda Held, our high school art teacher, and she has a fundraiser, the Empty Bowls fundraiser, which she is sponsoring through the Art Club, and they are working collaboratively with Braintree, Cohasset, and Hingham, and they are doing an Empty Bowls fundraiser. So Miss Amanda Held and her student will be here to talk about their fundraiser. Two students. Oh, sorry. Thank you.
Hello. Thank you for having us this evening, first of all. We're very excited to share with you the information about Empty Bowls and the fundraiser that we'll be holding. It's the first time that we're doing this, so it's very exciting. We're collaborating with the other schools, which is even more exciting. And I'm just going to hand it off to the art club members here. We have Kennedy and Brittany, so they'll tell you more about it. And I'll give you some of the handouts so you can have some more information.
Great. Hello. So, last year in art club, we did a little community service project called the Green Gecko Project, which was pretty successful, I would think. And at the beginning of this year and the end of last year, we were brainstorming on what we would do for this year. And of course, we wanted to do more community stuff, but we wanted to focus a little bit more on our actual community instead of just outside of the community. So we came up with doing the Empty Bowls project, which we kind of it took a bit of brainstorming, but and a lot of work from Ms. Davis, but
you're doing great, man.
Sorry.
Pretend we're not here.
And that millions are not watching you. It can get nerve-wracking. It's scary up here.
So the Empty Bowls project is a collaboration with a bunch of the surrounding towns, with students and artists making like homemade bowls. For this event that we're going to be having, where there's like a simple meal of soup and bread that is served in these bowls, and all of the money is going to two different organizations that help feed the hungry. The towns helping out is Hingham, Cohasset, Braintree, and of course us. And it's to reach out to more people and to kind of get more help and more awareness to the problem of hunger and food instability in not like only here, but like the rest of the world. The two organizations that are helping out are a local one called Project Bread that helps families in Massachusetts to give them healthy access to to foods and helps them become more stable in their at least with food and to change the pattern of hunger in Massachusetts. And then the other one is Outreach Inc., which is a bit more global, and it packages foods and sends it to places like the Tanzania region of Africa. And how'd you find out about this?
So Outreach Inc., there was actually a student in Cohasset who graduated from Cohasset High School and then went into the Peace Corps, and she served in Liberia. And when the whole Ebola outbreak happened, they were sent home, and they couldn't go back to that coast. So she was looking for something she could do to help the families there. And so she connected with this organization, Outreach Inc., and she's been working with them ever since, and she was able to organize one of these meal packaging events in Cohasset at one of the churches, and they packaged 16,000 meals that were sent over to Liberia. So Outreach Inc. packages meals basically. Yes. Yep.
She was my niece.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so we connected with her. Good. And her sister, too. She graduated from Cohasset High School. And we're working with a teacher in Cohasset, so she mentioned that one. We were trying to find a local organization, which was Project Red, like kind of mentioned, and Outreach Inc. was kind of the global as well as local, so that worked out.
So, as said, all the money raised from the tickets that we're selling are going to be given to these organizations to help fight the food insecurity.
All right, so I'm here to say what will be happening at this event. When guests arrive, there's going to be music played by our Hull High School band, the jazz band, and people will be able to pick out the handmade bowls. There's going to be, like, we haven't counted them yet. There's going to be a lot. There's going to be a lot.
Put one aside for me.
Worked very hard on
Good
this.
answer.
Yes, we've made many. All the art classes have helped us, and Phi
Yes.
have helped us make all the bowls because we're a small club. There's not 2 members, we're just the ones who showed up. There's about 5 of us, and we could use all the help we could get, and we had a good turnout. So they'll pick out their bowls and enjoy some soup and some bread. There's going to be chicken noodle and vegetable. And speakers from the organizations she mentioned before are going to be talking and explaining what they do. And there will also be a silent auction there with artwork that was donated by local artists and made by students here with the Empty Bowls theme. Yes, and on the papers you got, you can see how and where you can purchase tickets to this event. The cost for adults is $20, and for students or children, it's $10. It's going to be at the South Shore Art Center, which is in Cohasset, and the time and the date is Thursday, April 16th, 2015, from 5 to 7 p.m. Thanks.
Nice job.
Thank you.
I should also mention that the food is donated by Whole Foods, and where's the list of the sponsors?
Sponsor, yes. So we just wanted to say thank you as well to Help PTO for helping sponsor the event, and Help Boosters. They helped us pay for the rental fee of the South Shore Art Center, as well as some of the miscellaneous items that we'll need at the event. So it was very generous of them. We were able to do this because of that. And Whole Foods donated all the food, which was awesome. They were very generous and supportive of that cause to fight hunger. So soup and bread is from Whole Foods.
The whole thing had started here, and we reached out to all of them, and it's become much bigger than we thought it would be, I think.
That's wonderful.
Wow,
That's
great.
wonderful.
That's fantastic.
I'll open it up to questions in a minute. Nice job, thank you. I'm looking forward to going, so please keep a couple bowls aside, because I definitely want to buy a couple. One of the things, it strikes home very closely to me, because my husband is the executive director of Wellspring, and that's the local food pantry in Hull, and I know that Project Bread donates a lot to the local food pantry, so everything you are doing is helping us. You know, we are the people who benefit from the food pantry and from all of these organizations. So while we think we're helping those less fortunate, we are the less fortunate. We are the fortunate. We have young people who are willing to put this kind of effort in to make sure that we don't have these problems of not eating. That's just unacceptable in our country, and I'm so glad, or anywhere in the world, I'm just so glad to see that we have this organization going on. So thank you very, very much. Appreciate it.
Just
And
to add on to that, yeah, Project Red says a lot. The title of the speaker event is what does hunger look like? Because it isn't always what you would think it
That's
would look
right.
like. And it can be the person next to you and you don't know.
That's right.
And they do a lot with the families in the local community. So.
It's a wonderful thing you're doing. I appreciate that. Who would like to go first? David, I'll start with you.
Yeah, I don't want to steal Stephanie's thunder, but she actually pointed out on this piece of paper that you handed out, right at the top, it has a really good comment about Project Red. It says, the poverty rate in Massachusetts is the highest it's been since 1960. I think that's pretty striking. So I think that's a great job that both of you are doing, and plus the other three, I guess you said five, right?
Yeah.
So all five people, plus the teacher, I think that's a great idea. And it's good to give back to the community, similar to what we do here. So I think whenever you can give back to the community and do something good for other people, I think that's all great. So keep up the good work.
Steph?
What he said.
Wow, if you silence Stephanie, you did something good.
Oh, no, I'm not done.
Oh.
No, I mean, the best part of our job is seeing students come in, and, you know, we certainly talk about scores and budgets and all that stuff, but the core of what we're doing is trying to produce citizens that are gonna go out into this world. So, I mean, the composting, and now we see this, so I appreciate all the teachers. I know a lot of these positions that you take on are unstipended, and that you do that out of the good of your heart, and we really appreciate you taking our students to the next level and really showing them that there's life outside the end of the peninsula, and,
That's right.
you know, they need to be parts of it, so we appreciate it.
Great, thank you.
Yeah, and basically Stephanie stole my thunder. I was gonna talk
You gotta go
about how
first.
it's just not all academics in school and how it is more, giving back to the community, and this is awesome, so I thank you. Thank you.
No, again, to echo that, thank you. But I particularly like how you've taken, this personal feeling of your art and making these bowls and kind of turning that into this fundraiser. It's, I think that's really cool. And to get a bowl out of this to bring home, and it's going to be like not only a reminder of your talents, but also this cause. So I commend you for this, the whole idea.
Exactly. Exactly. Judy, do you want to add anything?
No, I'm really impressed that it was started here in Hull, which is wonderful, and that you reached out to other communities to collaborate. So we're very proud of that as a school district. Thank you.
And thank you very
all.
much. Anyone in the audience have anything? Go ahead.
I just think it's wonderful that it shows that such small groups can do something that becomes so big.
That's right.
And, I mean, even just, I work in Hingham, at a place in Hingham, and I've heard people come in and talk about it. So, I mean, it's amazing. And to get the word out that hunger doesn't just mean in another country. It's right here.
That's right.
So,
Well, thank you.
Yeah, we have one other question, Dennis?
Compliment and a future. I hope you realize that you were surprised you had a lot of people involved. Next year is going to be a really big ball. Congratulations.
Thank you again.
That's great.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you. The next agenda item this evening